Hello and welcome to this channel, and if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. In this video we are discussing about Java server pages, JSP questions. So first, differentiate between include directive and include action. So the difference between both can be explained like include directive includes content at a page translation time and preferred in static pages. Then include action includes content at a page request time and preferred in dynamic pages. Then includes original content of the page, include directive, and include action does not include the original content of the page. Include directive cannot invoke include method. Include action can invoke include method. Include directive page size can be increased in the runtime, and include action page size is fixed. So what is JSP? So JSP is an abbreviation of Java Servlet Page, and it is a server-side programming language used to create dynamic web pages in the form of HTML. And the JSP page is implicitly converted into a servlet, and it enables some additional features such as expression language, custom tags, and many more. So how can you include the results of another page? So the results of another page can be included by using the methods like include directive and include action. So mention some important JSP action tags. So the most frequently used JSP action tags are: first, JSP forward forwards the request and response to another resource. Then JSP include to include another resource. JSP use bean locate create another bean object. JSP set property sets the property value in a bean object. JSP get property prints property value of the bean object. JSP fallback used to print a message if the plugin is working. JSP plugin used to embed another component such as an applet, and JSP param sets the parameter value. So how can I use the JSP in the MVC model? So JSP is used in MVC in the presentation task, and it is used as a view, and the controller calls the model and the business classes that get the data, and this data is rendered to the JSP for rendering it to the client. So what do you mean by context initialization parameters? So context initialization parameters are the initializing parameters for the whole application, and they are not specific to any servlet or a JSP. And context initialization parameters are specified using the syntax in a web.xml file like context param, parameter name, parameter value, then context parameter name, parameter name, then and value parameter value. So mention the scope values of JSP use bean tag. So there are mainly 4 scope values available for JSP use bean tag: page, request, application, and session. So what are the literals used in JSP? So the literals used in JSP are null, boolean, string, integer, and float. So what is the major difference between servlet context and page context? So the major difference between servlet context and page context is the servlet context is designed to provide information about the container, and on the other hand page context is designed to provide information about the request. So this was a brief discussion on Java server pages, and we will be discussing more on Java in the upcoming videos. And if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.